Hey guys, my brother Kid here coming to you again, the Honorable Warrior. How's everybody doing on their end? Hope everybody's well. Shout out, I want to give a special shout out to my good friend, my bro, Blue Goblin. He's going through some family issues. He lost an uncle. My heart and prayers are with you, bro. Get well soon. I'll talk to you soon, dude. Okay? But I'm here to talk about season 1 overview of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As I said I would. I'll do the season premiere. I'll give my thoughts on that. And then at the end, talk about the full season. I've been a Turtles fan for a long time, as you can see. I've had this poster for years. Okay? Action figures. Big fan. I've been a Turtles fan since the 80s. I grew up watching the original 1987 cartoon. And I've seen every incarnation of Turtles cartoons. Some were bad, some were superb. And then there was some that was just damn. Okay? But 2012 came around and we were hit with a new animated series. Nickelodeon got the rights. And automatically people were going, yeah, and oh, this is disgusting and everything like that. However, my attitude is always sometimes gives things a chance. You know, I did, and I enjoyed what I saw. Season 1, great. I enjoyed it very much. It had everything I was looking for in a Turtles cartoon. It had action, it had comedy, it had drama. You know, you got invested into some of the characters. You know, great villains. Some were kind of corny, but overall very good stuff. I enjoyed it very much. And, watching this show progress, it got better. The show stayed on course with what the story was building up to with the 1 hour season finale with the Krangs. And it was a blast to watch. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people were asking me, Chris, do you like that Turtles cartoon? I'm like, yeah, I love it. And it's not because I'm just a Turtles fan. It's just like I enjoy it. I would sit down and watch that show, even if I watched the episode already, I'll sit down and watch it again. Sure, there were some filler episodes that, just like, but they were still entertaining, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoyed what they gave us. Now, in terms of the voiceover acting, I thought it was pretty good. Jason Biggs was great as Leo. Sean Austin was great as Raph. Rob Paulson, who voiced Raph in the 80s cartoon, was voicing Donatello, and I did not mind that. It was like, no, you should just go back to being Raph. No, I didn't mind that at all. The only voice actor I did not like was the guy who voices Mikey. I've never been a big fan of that guy. I've never really been a big fan of him. I was just like, he doesn't give off Mikey to me. What I also did not like about this Turtles cartoon is how they kind of dumbed down Mikey. I don't like that. Mikey's never been the dumb one. He's not the dumb one out of the brothers. He's just more the laid back, but they showcase that a lot. They showcase that Mikey has a good heart. He's always been the one that always looked through someone else's eyes before judging. And we saw that now. We saw a lot of classic characters from Leatherface to, Karai coming in, and Kelly Hu did a fantastic job. Baxter Stockman, Phil Lamar played Baxter Stockman. I'm hearing he's supposed to come back in the second season, and he's supposed to get mutated into the Fly. So that's cool. Um, Kevin Michael Richardson voicing the Shredder. You know, Kevin Michael Richardson always has that very deep and imposing voice as it is. So with Shredder, what I'm always looking for is a dude that looks imposing, looks like this guy will eat you alive. And this show kind of pulled it off very well. You know, I even dug the fact that he had like the scarred eye and everything like that. You never really got to see his face. And I always liked that. And he would come off, the turtles will die. You know, he kind of gave off a little bit of old school Shredder, but it was still good. I love the design for Splinter. The only thing I did not I was a little bit on the cuffs with was the de-aging of April O'Neil. I wasn't really when I first I really had to get used to that. But Mae Whitman, I hope I'm saying her name right, or is it Mai? Correct me on that one, guy. Mae, I'll just say Ms. Whitman. I didn't mind her voicing April, but you know, I was just like, why is she young? Why she's too young? Too young. I thought they were really gonna ties this show kind of when it first started to the new IDW comic they got out now, which is great. Recommend that. That you know, April was gonna be like a college student, or you know, she's an intern or something like that. And I thought that's how they're gonna go, not too kind of de-aged. Donatello having a crush on her is just hilarious to me. I find that just so funny. And Raph tease him about it and things like that. Leonardo growing into the leader that he's supposed to eventually become, getting his inspiration from a spoof of a Star Trek show was comedy genius to me. That had me laughing too. Anytime you just saw Leo just like, oh wow, this is so good, you know, it's just like, it's stupid, but it's so stupid, but you gotta laugh at it. You know, them having their first pizza, you know, I think we all were waiting for that. We were like, okay, they can't be eating algae all the time. They gotta get into the pizza. You know, I think I gotta admit, come on, there's probably guys out there that have to admit it. Their love for pizza came from watching the Turtles. With me, not so much, but with the crazy toppings, I would definitely say Turtles. Because I like to experiment now with pizzas and crazy toppings. But, yeah. But when they first had their first pizza, it was fun. A lot of people diss on the animation. A lot of people diss on that. And it's what it is. You know, it's not so grotesque that you just... No. It's tolerable. Even what they've done to some of the classic characters. Like, look what they did to the Rat King in this season. Holy shit. It was like, good God. In the original 80s cartoon, he just looked like a man that put on a couple of rags, and, you know, he's got like this brownish color. He has these rats just follow him around, and he looks like the Pied Piper on steroids, you know. But this one, he looks criminally hideous. Like he's like King of the Undead, you know. And I didn't mind. I'm like, this is a different look for the Rat King, you know. Even some of the Shredder's henchmen, like Dog Pound and Fish Face, was fine. You know, I thought they were cool to be kind of their quote-unquote replacements for Bebop and Rocksteady. Hopefully we'll get to see them again. I mean, come on. Does anybody else miss Bebop and Rocksteady as much as I do? You know, it's been a long time since we've seen them. The Krangs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, the Krangs. Let me put it like this, guys. I fucking hated the Krangs. I could not tolerate them very much. Nolan North, Mr. North, I love you as a voiceover actor. I respect your work. You do some great voiceover work. Yes, indeed you do. But the Krangs, you do not. And I wanted to choke my television every time you came on as one of the Krangs. And the Krangs must come out with the turtles, and the turtles must just... I'm like, shut up! Like, shut up. Please shut up. That's why it did me so well to hear that the Supreme Krang that we saw in the season finale, who was voiced by Roseanne, which was really funny, talked normally. You know, she kind of still talked in the third person, but talked normally and didn't stop. The Krangs must do stop, and the must stop. You know, no, it talked, and I was fine with that. Very good stuff. You know, there were a lot of episodes for season 1, guys, that kind of were good, but then there, you know, and then there were a lot of them that, you know, kind of gave little winks, hints, you know, hints to, you know, like for us older fans like myself, you know, like, see, we haven't forgotten those characters. Like, for example, remember in the episode, April was on the phone, her phone dropped. Who was she talking to? Irma. And then another one was Vernon. So it was like, see, wink, wink. She's friends with Irma and Vernon. And Vernon, excuse me, I said Vernon. You know, there were a lot of winks, a lot of hints and winks. You know, Easter eggs in the show. But it was very entertaining, guys. Personally, with me, the kid enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. Yeah, there was some, like I said, there were some filler episodes that it was just like, I watched it and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I was like, I'm not watching that episode again. No. And most of those episodes came from the Pulverizer. I could not stand. That was a character I was like, God, like, So what else? I thought it was funny that Mikey was the one that always named the villains. And when Donatello finally named the villain, he was all hurt. He was like, you named the villain after... I was like, he's stupid. But I enjoyed the chemistry that we saw, that we were seeing with Karai and Leonardo. And I thought they were going to have that, like, Batman-esque, Catwoman-esque relation. Like, they like each other, but they're on opposite ends until, unfortunately, that shit hit the fans and she turned and she was like, okay, you're no longer, you know, you're not cool and things like that. But the show was great. I enjoyed it. My thoughts, overview thoughts on season 1, very entertaining. I enjoyed what I got. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. It was there, entertaining. It made me laugh. It made me, ooh, yeah. You know, it got the rise out of me I was looking for. There you go. I can't wait to, you know, September or whenever they're coming back out with season 2. Casey's coming there. Slash is coming, and from what I hear, Corey Feldman is gonna voice Slash. So I'm like, wow, they're getting back some of the actors that voice characters from past movies or so like that. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see, you know, Bebop and Rocksteady. Maybe we'll even get Yosaki Yojimbo. That's who I'm looking for. Yosaki Yojimbo. Maybe we'll start getting the Pteranodons, you know, from outer space. You know, just a lot of more stuff like that, and keep the continuity between, you know, Splinter finding out who Karai really is. You know, just good stuff like that. I really enjoyed the show. I'm just looking forward. No big predictions, really. I'm just looking forward to be entertained as I was. And, you know, from time to time, guys ask me, so how'd you like the show or something like that. That's it. So other than that, guys, this is Mount Vernon Kid giving you my thoughts on Season 1. I enjoyed it very much. If I was to give it a rating out of 10, I would give it 5 out of 10. There you go. it was fun to me. But other than that, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace and love. Stay tuned, keep it real, guys. And I'll catch you guys on the flip flop. And you guys take care.